if you have no queries, and we can start with the session. Yeah. Please type yes if we can start for grammar 4 today. Okay, great. Yes. So before we start, I would request everyone to kindly keep your cameras on, and let us quickly revise the actions. Okay. Yeah. I would request everyone to keep the cameras on. I want to see the actions. Okay. Please keep your cameras on. I can hardly see 2 or 3 people turning on their video. How would I check the actions? It is a kind of assessment we are doing for whatever we have done yesterday. If you need more time, we can wait, but I would request everyone to keep the cameras on. I have to check. Let's revise parts of speech, actions, and colors before we move ahead with grammar 4. Okay. So, common noun. What is the action for common noun? Can you all do the action? Yes. Common noun. Darhana, Femi, Lakshmi, everyone. Common noun. I said common noun, not proper noun. Common noun. The action for common noun. Okay. Common noun. Yes. This is the action for common noun. Okay. Proper noun. Proper noun. Yes. Index and middle finger. Okay. Pronounce. I. How would you show I? The action for I. Yes. We. This is semicircle. We. Semicircle. Okay. You. Yes. He, pointing towards a boy. She, pointing towards a girl. It, pointing towards floor, pointing down with your finger. Okay. Yes. And they, pointing towards another room where many people are there. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay. Now, what is the action for verbs? What is the action for verbs? As if you are running or as if you are walking. Now, how are you going to show past tense? How are you going to show past tense? Pointing your thumb backward. Thumb. Okay, that is past, yesterday. How are you going to show today? Your palm down towards the floor. Okay, that is present tense. And how are you going to show future tense? Future, simple future, any future tense, this. Okay. Okay, what is the action for adjectives? Action for adjectives? Yes, fist on the temple. Okay, this is the action for adjectives. What is the action for adverbs? Adverbs. No. Fist on fist. It is fist on fist. Okay, fist on fist. This is the action for adjectives. Adverbs, sorry. And what is the action for preposition? Preposition. Connecting the subject to the object, right? This is the action. Okay. And what is the action for conjunctions? Action for conjunctions. Okay, this is the action for conjunctions. Okay. So let's quickly do it again. Common noun, proper noun, I, we, you, he, she, it, they. As if we are walking or running is verbs, past, present, and future, adjective, adverbs, preposition, and conjunction. Okay, done with this? Clear to everyone? Great. Now you have to show me something of the same color. Okay, so naming words. What is the color for naming words? You will be showing any object with the same color. What is the color for naming words? You have to show any object, anything which is of the same color. Yes, black. Victoria is showing her hair. Yes, black is the color for naming word. Okay, now you have to show me anything which has the color of pronoun. Which has the color of pronoun. Yes. Sana is showing Femi. Yes. Shahina. Yes. Pink. So the color is pink. Great. Okay. Now, can you show me something which has the color of verbs? Verbs. Yes. So the color which you all are showing is red. Great. Now, can you show anything which has the color of adjectives? Can you show anything which has the color of adjectives? Blue. Yes. Sharon was the first one to show. Great. Yes. Great. Okay. Can you show me something which has the color of adverbs? Can you show me something which has the color of adverbs? Yes. Orange. Great. Good going. Okay. What is the color of prepositions? Can you show me anything which has the color of prepositions? Yes. Shahina has showed first. Great. Great. Okay. And okay, someone is asking from the live chat if it is the first class. No, we are starting. It's day 2. Okay. So what is the color of conjunctions? Can you all show color of conjunctions? Sana has shown purple color. Great. Yes. So purple is the color for the conjunctions. Okay. So this is the way how you can play many games with the children with the help of colors and actions. Okay. Now I will randomly say a word and you have to do the action and show the color also. Okay. So my first word is run. My first word is run. You need to show action and color both. You need to show action and color both for the word run. Action is this only, and it is present tense, okay, and color will be, yes, Victoria and Sana are showing red color. Great. Okay, my next word is computer. My next word is computer. My next word is computer. Yes. And can you show the color? Victoria is showing black color. Great. My next word is because. My next word is because. Because, yes, Nazneen has done the right action for because. It's a conjunction, so the color would be, can you show the color as well? Okay. Purple. Sana has shown purple color. Okay, my next word is bright. Bright. My next word is bright. Bright. Yes. Action is this because it's an adjective and color would be, Victoria has shown blue color. Sana has also shown, very good. Okay. My next word is slowly. My next word is slowly. Slowly. How are you going to show that? Yes, this is the action, fist on fist, and color. I need to see the color. Yes, Victoria has shown orange color. Okay, my next word is for. For. My next word is for. No, Victoria, no. For. It is connecting the subject to the object. Yes. Now, there can be two possibilities for the word for. A same word can be used as two different parts of speech, or even sometimes three different parts of speech. If you are giving for as a reason to something and two clauses are there, then it behaves as a conjunction. Okay. Fanboys will be doing. So for can connect two clauses, can behave as a conjunction. And if it is not two different clauses, but if it is used in the same clause where it is connecting the subject to the object, then it is behaving as a preposition. Okay. My next word is to, TO2. O2 will be no, Satya Kala, you are doing for conjunction. TO2 will be preposition. So this is the action and the color would be green, right? Okay, what will be the action and color for the word we? We. Yes, semicircle, and color would be, can you show the color for we? It is pink. Yes, Victoria. Okay. So, yes, Sana, correct. Okay, now I am doing an action, some actions, and you have to frame a sentence out of that, and you have to type it in the chat box. Okay. So when I do the action, okay, and doing the actions again, the first word is this. Okay. The second word is, the third word is, and the fourth word is this. It can be any sentence starting with this, 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 and this. So you have to make a sentence now. I have got one answer from the live chat. Kavita is reading a book, but Rupal, you have not used this action in your sentence. You have to use this action in your sentence. I have done this, then I have done this, and then I have done this also, and then I have done this. Shweta is, okay, Shweta is going, no, I have done this action as if I'm reading something. But what about this? Nobody has written for this as, no, quickly is this and not this. Hershey has, Hershey iPhone has written quickly, but quickly is adverb and not an adjective. I have still not got the answer from anyone. Victoria? Okay. Victoria, let us all clap for Victoria. And also Hasina Pathul. Yes, a big book. You have to add an adjective. Okay. So was it interesting? If it was interesting, please write yes if it was interesting. Okay. Now, I am going to tell one sentence. Okay. And you have to do the action for that. Okay, great. I can see so many yes coming out. So let's practice this particular game one more time. I'm doing again an action. Please, please, please watch me carefully. Look at me carefully. So my first action is this. Okay, my first action is this. Okay. My second action is this. My second action is this. Again, my action is this. Okay, so this is my first action. This is my second action. This is my third action. And then I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. And then I'm doing this. Okay. And then I'm doing this. Okay. And then I am doing this. Okay. And then I'm doing this. Okay. So let me do it again. First word, second word, third word, fourth word. Okay. Fifth word, sixth word. Oh. Sixth word, seventh word, and eighth word. Yes. Let me see who has typed the sentence first. Yes, I'm waiting for your sentences. You have to write in the chat box, in the live chat. Rupal has written, Kavita is reading a book very fastly for the last previous sentence. So fast is an adverb. So that's why Rupal, your sentence would be incorrect. You have to use an adjective. Okay, you want me to repeat? Okay. See, first word. Let me spotlight myself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is my first action. First word, sorry. First word, second word, third word, fourth word. Okay. And what is that? Okay. Fifth is this. Okay. Sixth is this. Okay. Seventh is this. Okay. And eighth is this. I hope now it's clear. The boy and the girl, gone. Is gone the correct word to a big mall quickly? Gone. Will it be gone? Will it be has gone? No. Went. Yes. So let us clap for Victoria. Went. Went is the right word. So the boy and the girl went to a big mall quickly. Great. Nobody else has written? Please try, everyone, to give the sentence. I hope this was clear, which the sentence which Victoria has shared. The boy and the girl went to a big mall quickly. I'm waiting for everyone to write the sentence. The boy and the girl went to the park happily. Okay, Sharon, good. Now, if I replace my first action with this and my second this action with this, what will be the sentence? Instead of the boy, you have to use this. Instead of the girl, you have to use this. How will you reframe the sentence? Someone has written the man and the woman had tasty dinner. No, this sentence is not correct. Yes. No, Femi, but the second action is this. So Nina is a proper noun and use capital for Ram and Nina. Use capital for Ram and Nina. Yes, Sam and you went to a big mall quickly. Okay. Or we can do vice versa. We can have this action first, you and Sam. Okay. Great. So there are many ways through which we can actually play games with the children. Okay. Priya and San went to the playground happily, but if I have used this twice, then you can have two proper names. Okay. Great. So let us quickly now start with grammar 4. These are the rules for plurals add S for the regular words, ES for the words ending with sh or ch. Okay. We drop the Y when you have a consonant, like in the word baby. B is a consonant, so we drop the Y, but we do not drop Y for boys, because in the word boy, Y has a vowel. When you have the word boy, Y has a vowel before it, so we do not remove Y, but we add only S. But if it is a consonant, we remove Y and we put IES, right? Then we drop F and write VES. And irregular means when the spelling is changed. Okay. These are again the examples of plurals. So when you have a consonant, you use IES, but when you have a vowel and then Y, you simply add S. Now, what is a schwa sound? Schwa is a sound which is lazy, unstressed. So as we have discussed in phonics session, that a short vowel sound is there, a long vowel sound is there, and then it can be a schwa sound when it is just a lazy, unstressed UH sound. It's a, and it is generally written with the symbol of inverted E. Like here in the sentence, the panda ate his pretzel in the wagon. So the blue, the colored letters E, A, O, they are giving the schwa sound. So we have a rhyme on the YouTube also. Oh, the lazy schwa says Oh, the lazy schwa says not feeling stressed. The schwa sound is in away and again, away and again, away and again. The schwa sound is in away and again, not feeling stressed. So schwa is the most common vowel sound. Any vowel can make a schwa sound. It sounds like U, but it's weaker. It's not but it's It's lazy. It's unaccented. And like in the word beckon, you can see, oh, it's not beckon, but it's beckon. It's not camel, but it's camel. It's not husband, but it's husband. Okay, so we give these kind of sheets to the children to find out from the dictionary the right pronunciation, and they will find UH written for the word Texas. For the letter A in the dictionary, you'll find UH, and that UH means that A is schwa. A is making schwa sound. Random O is making schwa sound. Fossil, it's not fossil, it's fossil. Fossil. Gravel, yoga, China, data, attend, connect, lemon, pilot, wisdom, button, ago, husband, beckon. So all these highlighted letters are making the lazy, unstressed schwa sound. Okay. As such, there is no rule, but most of the times you'll find that whenever you have E and L together, that E goes schwa, and it's not L, but it's L. So it's not tunnel, but it's tunnel. It's not tuba, but it's tuber. It's not across, but it's across. It's not beckon, but it's beckon. So these are 4 conditions where most of the times you'll find that schwa sound is there. So either it is EL or A at the end of a word, or A at the beginning of the word, or ON words. ON at the end. You can have roll and dice game where they can roll the dice. Whichever word comes, they have to highlight the schwa letter. The letter which is making the schwa sound, they have to highlight. So these games can be done. Now from grade 4 onwards, we have noun as concrete and abstract. Till now, we have only learned common noun and proper noun and collective nouns. But now we have concrete and abstract. So anything which you can feel with your 5 senses, taste, if you can taste, if you can see, if you can smell, if you can touch, or if you can hear, that is concrete noun. But if you cannot use your 5 senses, then it is an abstract noun. You cannot use your 5 senses for excitement, jealousy, sickness, anger, pleasure, curiosity. Okay. So concrete is, if you can see a photo, you can hear the drum, you can smell a flower, you can taste an ice cream, you can touch the fur. So these are concrete, whereas all these words you cannot touch, you cannot tell the size, you cannot tell the color, you cannot tell the shape, you cannot feel them, you cannot taste them, you cannot hear them, you cannot see them. So these are abstract nouns, okay? So move your hand away from your forehead in a spiral action. This is abstract, okay? You're moving your hand away from your forehead in a spiral way. That is an abstract, means you cannot see. It's wavy, it's, okay? That's abstract. And for concrete, you have to tap twice, okay? Tap twice. This is the common noun. So tapping twice makes it concrete, because it's actually the common noun which we have done. It's the same. We are just tapping twice. And for spiral, we are doing, for abstract, we are doing this spiral action, okay? So now everyone has to solve this quickly on a sheet of paper and share it with me. That's a small assessment. Find out the proper nouns, concrete nouns, and the abstract nouns, with the table which is given at the bottom of the worksheet. Quickly do this and share it with me. Okay, so let's discuss. Proper nouns will be, can you all tell me?
Careless,
Africa,
London,
Wednesday,
October, Canada.
Yes, and the very simple way to check it is,
capital letters,
all the proper nouns are starting with,
starting with capital.
okay, what are the concrete nouns? What?
Table,
Flute,
carrot, rabbit, train.
shoes.
Yes. Okay. And abstract?
Ideas, knowledge, intelligence, fear,
Hope,
sadness.
Yes. So you cannot see idea, you cannot touch idea, you cannot touch knowledge, you cannot touch intelligence, you cannot touch hope, you cannot touch sadness, you cannot touch fear. So all these are abstract nouns, and others are common. You can eat a carrot, you can play a flute, you can touch shoes, you can touch train. Okay. Now, so these are concrete and abstract nouns. Concrete and abstract nouns. This PDF I'll be sharing. Now we come to possessive nouns. When you have two nouns together, separated by an apostrophe S, and the first noun is a name, a special name, like Ron's car. So Ron is a proper name separated by an apostrophe S from the word car. So car belonging to Ron. So these are possessive. We have done possessive adjectives. We have done possessive pronouns. And now we are doing possessive nouns. Okay. So these are possessive nouns. It can be a proper noun. It can be a common noun also, like the car's tire. So car is not a proper noun, but it's a common noun, and it can be a proper noun. Okay, so let's do an activity. So all of you can show me show something in your hand and let people say. For example, Nazneen's pen. I could see what all you could see. What all you can see on the screen. Femi's scissor, you can see. What all you can speak up. Speak up. See each other's screen and speak up.
Lauren's mobile.
Yes, Lauren's mobile.
Shahina ma'am's timepiece. Tanya ma'am's mobile phone. Nazneen's water
Sadia
bottle.
ma'am's water bottle.
Yes. What else? Keep your cameras on. You can ask what is in my hand, so others can answer. Dhanya's plans. Yes. You can write in the chat box also. Okay.
Femi's ID card.
Yes. Femi's ID card. Great.
Oh no. Oh, sorry. Sit here, please.
These are possessive nouns. Here you can see in this worksheet, peacock's tail, model's outfit, genius ideas, crowd's cheers. Okay, can you quickly solve this one? Can you quickly solve this one? The dash prickles were very sharp. What will be the answer? The dash ship was huge and menacing.
The cactus's prickles were very sharp.
Yes.
The pirate's ship was huge and menacing.
Yes.
Crocodile's teeth are large and strong.
teeth.
Yes.
They found traces of the abdominal
abominable snowman's.
snowman's footprint.
Footprints.
Okay. Now, we do not say cactuses. Okay. It's cactus. Okay. When you already have an S, both ways are correct. If you put only apostrophe, that is also correct. If you put an apostrophe and then you add S, then also it is correct, but you do not pronounce it. Okay. You do not say cactuses. Okay. Already S is there. So, in some countries, apostrophe is only there. In some countries, it's apostrophe and S both are there. But whichever way you write, but you do not pronounce 2S. Okay. So let's move ahead. Any doubts here? Okay. So we have done ing words. Where do we use ing words? Where have we used ing words?
Present continuous.
Present continuous.
Only present, only present continuous?
Continuous tenses.
Continuous.
Present, past, and future.
Present, past, and future. Continuous.
All the continuous tenses. Okay. But here you will see that the use of ing word is different in the first phrase, the fleeing criminal. Is any action happening? Or was any action happening, or will any action be happening? No. He was waving his cutlass. Here he was doing something, right? Now, whenever you have ing before a naming word, we have already discussed it so many times that naming word, any word before a naming word always tells about naming word. And if a word tells anything about a naming word, then it is always an adjective. Okay, it's telling about the criminal. So it's not a word, but it is an adjective. Okay, so these are all the examples where you can see ing, which is a present participle, but it is not a verb. Action is not happening, but it is used as an adjective. Okay, so screaming boy, which is the adjective here in the word screaming boy. Adjective. Screaming boy.
Screaming.
Scream.
Okay. Okay. The drying clothes.
Drawing.
Drawing.
Okay.
Drying.
The storyteller knows many amusing tales.
Amusing.
The irritating fly buzzed around the room.
Irritating.
Irritating.
The bouncing ball went through the open window.
Bouncing.
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 Okay. Can you add anything to a collapsing? What you will add to a collapsing?
A collapsing.
A collapsing car.
Okay. A terrifying,
A collapsing wall.
terrifying.
building.
The sparkling,
Star.
Eyes.
in interesting.
Story.
Book.
Interesting.
Okay. The racing,
Car.
Racing car.
cheering,
People.
Cheering people.
Stirring.
boiling,
Water.
melting.
Ice.
Okay. So because they are telling something about the naming word, so they are describing naming word, and because they are describing naming word, so they are adjectives. But because they have ing, so we call them present participle, because verb plus ing is equal to present participle. Okay. So these are adjectives which we have done comparative, positive, comparative, and superlative. Now here you can see if you have more than 2 syllables, we are using more and most. In some words, when we have two syllables, we can use either more or er. Like in the word gentle, it can be gentler, it can be more gentle as well. Okay. But if you have a word which is having more than 2 syllables, you do not use er and est. Okay. So these are the examples. Now coming to fanboys, these are called fanboys, which are coordinating conjunctions. Why they are called fanboys? You can see fanboys. Now they join 2 clauses to make a compound sentence. Why we call them these sentences as a compound sentence? Because all of these words will be adding 2 clauses which are independent of each other. Okay, which will be independent of each other. Whenever you use fanboys, both clauses are independent and equally important. It's not that one sentence is depending on, one clause is depending on the other clause. No, both stand independent, and that's why we call them compound sentence, where we have these fanboys. So how do we use them? Victoria, can you read all these sentences?
We listened eagerly, for he brought news of our families. She and she didn't speak to anyone, and nobody spoke to her. I don't expect children to be rude, nor do I expect to be disobeyed. They rushed to the hospital, but they were too late. I'll go shopping, or I will go camping. Kelly was a convicted criminal, yet many people admired him. I was feeling hungry, so I made myself a sandwich.
Yes, so you can see we listened eagerly, makes complete sense. He brought news for our families, makes complete sense. They're independent, they're standing alone. She didn't speak to anyone, makes complete sense. Nobody spoke to her is again a complete sentence. Okay, so fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet. So these are coordinating conjunctions which are used to join 2 independent clause. Why we are calling them clause? Because they are not yet a sentence. What is the condition to be a sentence? The first letter has to be capital and there has to be a full stop at the end. But if I take we listened eagerly, there is no full stop. And if I take he brought news of our families, H is not capital. So that is the reason we don't say we listened eagerly as a sentence, but we say it as a clause. And he brought news of our families is also a clause. They are meaningful, but they either they don't have a full stop or they don't have a capital. And when these 2 clauses are linked together with fanboys, that sentence Now it is a sentence because W is capital and after families we can see the full stop. So now it is a sentence, but the sentence now is not simple. It is a compound sentence having two clauses. So when you have two clauses connected with a fanboy, then it is a compound sentence. Okay. So all these are compounds. Sam goes to the park and then he sits by the pond. Jill was good at swimming, so she was picked for the team. He was very tired, but he finished the race. It is a cloudy day, yet it is not cold. Shall we go out today or shall we stay inside? And when you have two simple sentences out of each compound, identify the conjunction. So can you identify the conjunction? She'll go to the library and she'll take out a book.
And
Yes. So the children have to write the rest as two separate sentences. What will be the two separate sentences?
she
He
will,
will
she'll
go
go
to
to
the
the library.
She will
She
take
will
out a
take
book.
out
She will
a
take
book.
out a book.
We tried very hard, yet we lost the game.
We
Yes,
tried
tried
very
very
hard. We
hard.
lost the game.
We lost the
We
game.
lost the game.
Yes, she sings really well, but she's not in the choir.
She
She
sings
sings
really
really well.
She's
She
not in
is
the
not
choir.
in the choir.
Participants.
well.
So from words, phrases, we many words make phrases, many phrases make clause, and many clause make sentence. Okay, more than one word is a phrase, more than one phrase is a clause, more than one clause is a sentence. Okay, so when you have a clause where you have noun, we call it noun clause. Sorry. What is the basic difference between clause and phrase? A clause will have both subject and verb, but a phrase will either have subject or verb. It will never have, a phrase will either, please note down, a phrase will either have a subject or verb, not both. Okay, but a clause will always have a subject as well as a verb. Okay, it can be a helping verb also. So let's solve this. Can you tell me, we are going to the restaurant, is a clause or a phrase? Is it a phrase or is it a clause?
Close.
Clause.
Because there is a subject and there is a verb.
Subject and the verb.
But when I say the old gnarled oak tree,
Phrase.
yes, because that's the subject. We do not have an action happening there. When she was young.
Young.
Phrase.
Yes, it's a
Phrase,
phrase.
phrase.
The old gnarled oak tree is a phrase. Now the next one is when she was young. What is that? A phrase or a clause?
It's
When
a
she was young.
She was
Clause.
it's a clause.
Yes. Why it is a clause?
Subject is
It's a-
there and verb is also there.
Yes.
Ah.
Both.
Yeah.
Large box of chocolates. A large
Clause.
box
It's a
of
phrase.
chocolates.
It's
box
a
of
phrase.
chocolates. Phrase.
Phrase.
Why?
No,
There
no,
is no-
no.
There is
There's
no.
no verb.
Verb.
Okay. So we can encourage the children to cut out phrases and clause from magazines and newspapers, and they can paste to get a clear idea what is a phrase and what is a clause. Now, coming to infinitive, when you have a main verb, and along with that one main verb, you have one more extra verb, that is an infinitive, which is having the infinitive to, to, like to sing, to know, to love, to. When I say Rita likes to run, which is the main verb? Which is the main verb?
Likes.
Likes. That's the main verb. And which is the infinitive?
To run.
Yes. I need a book to read on the flight. Which is the main verb?
Need is the main verb
Yes.
and to read is the infinitive.
Yes. Her dream is to climb Mount Everest. Now, there is no main verb. There's a helping verb is, but to climb. Why it is an infinitive? Because it is not the action which is happening at that particular moment. That's her dream. So if it is about an activity, then it is an infinitive. I am glad to hear this. So glad, I am glad to hear this. To hear means hearing is not happening. Okay, to hear is an additional verb being put up there. So that's an infinitive. Okay. Right now I'm telling that I'm glad. Okay. So my sentence has a helping verb, but to here is infinitive. So whenever you have to, that becomes an infinitive. To with a verb becomes infinitive. Okay. So to fish, to explore, to snow, to juggle, you can play the game roll and dice. Okay. So let's play this game. Can you get your dice? Can you all have a dice? Do you have a dice near you? No. Okay, then randomly we'll do. Okay. Satyagala, you have to answer any one question from here, and then you have to pass on the question, any one question to someone else. Okay. Why do you go to parties? You have to add to. Why do you go to parties? I go to parties to.
I like to enjoy. I like
go to parties.
I like to dance.
No, I go to party to dance. Now
Yeah,
you have to give one question to anyone here.
Sharon, why do you study English?
What, Satya?
Sharon, why do you study English?
I like to study English.
I study English too. You have to
I
say
study English too. Okay.
I study English too to increase my knowledge, to get more knowledge, right?
Increase my knowledge.
Update myself, to learn new things. Okay, now you have to pass on a sentence to anyone here.
Harshpreet.
Kindly mute yourself if someone is talking behind.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you drink so much?
What
It
do
could
you,
be water.
first I would ask, what do you drink so much? Please mute yourself. Harshi,
I drink. It's unmute already.
yes.
I drink too much to hydrate
Quench
my
thirst.
body.
Okay, okay. Pass on.
Pass on to Nazneen ma'am.
Which sentence?
Yes, ma'am. Why do you love to hang out?
I love to hang out to have fun.
Okay, pass any one question to anyone here.
Can pass to Shahina ma'am. Shahina ma'am, why did you go to parties so much?
You have to unmute Saima.
Shahina ma'am.
Acha, sorry, Shaina. Okay. Yes, Shaina. Why do you go to party so much? Two? We cannot hear anything, Shaina.
To dance.
Okay, now give the question to someone else. So we have never thought that we could have played such wonderful games with the help of infinitives. So we have to bring a little change in our classroom, and we have to play games, having interactive sessions, engaging sessions with children, using the parts of using grammar. Okay. I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Yes, please. This was the last sentence, so please pass on. Let's hear. To whom have you passed and which sentence?
Ma'am, we decided. Harsha ma'am, can you hear me?
We decided to. Please complete. To whom have you passed?
Harsha ma'am.
Okay, Harsha ma'am. We decided to. Please pass on to someone else. I don't think.
Victoria, ma'am. Victoria, ma'am.
We decided to dance together.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, now you are audible.
Okay, we decided to celebrate Children's Day.
Great. Okay, so this is the way you'll have more fun when you have the dice in your hand, and you don't have to select the sentence, but the children will get the number, and accordingly they have to speak. Okay. Okay. Next is onomatopoeia. What is that? Any sound, the sound of anything. So all of you just close your eyes for 5 seconds. Okay, just close your eyes for 5 seconds. Okay, open your eyes and tell me, what did you hear? When you closed your eyes, what could you hear?
Stop taking sound.
Okay. And
My clock voice noise.
yes. Okay.
My maid mopping the floor.
Same here. Okay. So this is onomatopoeia. It can be any sound. Splash. When you hear the word splash, boom, honk, moo, neigh, boom. So it can be a sound of any animal, anything, any person. Why do we use onomatopoeia? Why do we use these words? To give power to our sentences. We want the one who is reading to get more influence and can actually feel that happening. When I say the flood water entered, I do not feel it so much, but when I say the flood water gushed through the town, gush, so I can actually hear that noise. The owl hooted, the wind was howling, my teeth chattered, the corn went pop. Okay, so we use these as figure of speech to for improving the or giving the weightage to our content so that the reader can feel it more and can relate with it more. Okay, so onomatopoeia. So duck, quack, clock, tick tock. Bee will be buzz. Drum will be bang. Ring. Bell would be ring. We can have these kind of worksheets also for them. Okay, and there can be a lot of activities which can be done with the children for these onomatopoeia. What we used to do is we used to play many YouTube videos. If you find on onomatopoeia, they will, so you can ask the children to close their eyes and just hear the sound and tell whether it is a tiger roaring, whether it is a bell ringing. So they will just close their eyes and they'll listen and they'll say what is happening. Okay, so these kind of games you can have, the activities you can have with your children. Okay. Now, where do we use a hyphen? That's a small dash. Why do we use the a hyphen? We use hyphens, first of all, for number names. 42, 40 hyphen 2, 58, 50 hyphen 8, 21, 20 hyphen 1. Okay. And we also use a hyphen to where we have a word, a compound word, and the first word is single letter. Like when I read the word X-ray. So 2 words are there, but the first word is just a letter X. U-turn, the first word is just a letter U. T-shirt, the first word is just the letter T. When you have a single letter and then one word, so that is connected with the help of a hyphen. So hyphens are used to join compound words when the first word is a letter. Okay. So children will be expected to write a sentence on this. Also, we use hyphen for a long, more than one word when you have for adjectives. Okay. Like my dash is married to my sister. Which word will come here? So
My brother-in-law.
Now, brother in law, 3 words, but they all are connected and they are, so we connect them with hyphens and we call them hyphenated words. Okay, because they all are related to each other. They are not, brother-in-law is not anything about any word of the sentence. The remaining words of the sentence, they are not related with that. They are related with each other. So we are connecting them together because if I say brother, doesn't make sense. If I say brother-in, doesn't make sense. If I say in-law, doesn't make, I have to put three words together, brother-in-law, collectively. So we have joined together, we have made them as one with the help of
Linked together,
hyphens,
you can
linked
say.
together as hyphenated words. The artist sketched a small,
Self-portrait.
yes. So if you talk about the word self, so is it talking about small? Is it talking about artist? No. Self word is about portrait. Whose portrait? Self-portrait, right? Have you got some dash scissors?
Left-handed scissors?
Left-handed scissors.
Yes. So have you got some left-handed scissors? So left is hyphenated with hand
Mhm.
because it is the hand which is left, not the scissor which is left. So we cannot, we use this hyphen to show that it is hand which is left and not the scissor, left-handed scissor, right? So hyphens are used to connect the compound words or the words which are related to each other, which collectively give a meaning. Okay. Then we come to synonyms, which are similar words.
Wait, ma'am.
Yes.
I have a doubt for the number name you mentioned to use hyphen.
Yes.
That is the right way to use because we are not using that.
Again, see, it depends from place to place, but yes, hyphen has one of the use as to connect a compound, letter, number name. Okay. Eventually,
okay.
that has been stopped in some of the places, but then that has been used to connect the number names. Okay.
Okay.
Synonyms, similar words. So we have word verbs. So for the word smooth, can you tell even, feathery, or level? You have to read each set of word and cross out any which is not the synonym, So smooth, even, feathery, or level, which is not the synonym.
Not the synonym. Feathery.
Yes. False, untrue, wrong, dense.
Dense.
Yes.
Okay. Average.
Medium.
Maximum.
Maximum.
Average. It cannot be maximum.
Ordinary.
It is not the maximum. Average
Maximum.
cannot be maximum.
Ah,
Average can be medium or it can be ordinary.
Ordinary.
Yes. So this way, the children will make the word verbs and they will learn the similar words and the antonyms. Okay. So with this, we finish with grammar 4. And now we will be starting with grammar 5. Let's take a quick 5-minute break because today we have to finish with grammar 5 and 6. It's 1:30 here as per Indian Standard Time. So at 1:35, I'll be back. Please be on time, everyone. 5-minute water break. Okay. Okay, so let's quickly start. Okay, so we have sentence walls. These are called sentence walls. How do we use them? So the small birds chirped noisily. So what I'll do is subject. Who chirped noisily? Birds. Okay. Now anything about this bird will go down. So we have two lines. That means two words should be there. One is the, and the second word is small. Okay. Okay. Verb is chirped. How will go in the box here noisily, right? Now we do not have any line given in the object section, so there is no word to be written in this section. Okay, so flowers. Where this word will go? Where this word will go? Where this word will go? Here, in the subject section, flowers. The beautiful will come down. So the is the first word. You have two lines given. Beautiful will come here. Okay. Have. So we have one line for verbs. So we have to write have in the verb section here. Okay. And then we have a lovely fragrance. So where should fragrance go? Where should fragrance go? Object, fragrance, right? Fragrance will go here. Now there are two lines for the word fragrance. So which are the two words? Okay. Which are the two words? Can you write in the chat box? For the word fragrance. Okay, you can unmute also. Which are the two words? We have two lines, so two words should come, no? So which are the two words? A and lovely. Okay. I have done two sentences. The third one you have to do and share it either on the WhatsApp number or here in the chat. The third one you have to do. Two sentences I've already done. You can unmute if you have any doubt. This is the sentence wall, subject and then verb and then object. Whatever is about the subject goes down, whatever about the verb goes down, and whatever about the object goes down. Two examples I've solved for you. The third one you have to do and share it with me quickly. Where will the word bakery go? Please unmute. You can unmute yourself.
In the subject.
Yes. So we have only one line. So bakery, okay, I have got someone's. Yes.
Makes delicious apple pie. Delicious is the verb.
Good.
And,
Makes is verb.
Yes. So bakery.
Delicious apple pie.
Bakery
Delicious
will
apple
come
pie is
here.
your.
Bakery will come here. Our village will go down. So
Down.
our and village.
Subject, village.
So they are adjective. Our is also an adjective and village is also an adjective which is describing the bakery. Okay. So our village is adjective. Verb is makes.
Makes.
Okay. Then there is nothing to describe the verb. There is no adverb here. So there is no line given here. Okay. And then you have
Delicious is
object
subject.
as object will be pies.
Delicious.
Only pies.
Only
Because delicious and apple are adjectives describing the pies. So delicious will go down and apple will also go down. Okay. So you will find many such worksheets, sentence wall worksheets in Jolly Grammar book 4, 5, 6, 5 and 6 to have a good revision of parts of speech and make them practice a lot. Now here the lines are hint. If it is one line, you get to know that it is only one word. If it is two, if there are 2 lines, you get to know that there are 2 words. But later on, you will find that they will not give this clue in the further coming worksheets. Okay, it is initial worksheet. In the initial worksheets, you will find the clue with the help of the fill in the blank line given. But later on, there will be no line, and the child will have to find out whether 2 words will come or only 1 word or there is no word. Okay, so that's how they are going to practice. Okay, so this is called sentence wall. Okay, next is now in grammar 5, now we will teach them perfect tense. But before we teach them perfect tense, whether it is present perfect, past perfect, or future perfect, we need to first do has and have as belongingness. Okay, has and have are used in perfect tense, but if they can also show belongingness. For example, I have. So there is no perfect tense. I have brown eyes. So that's belongingness, that I have. To have something, possess something, to belongingness is there. She has, they had, he will have, we had. Why we are doing this? So that they don't get confused. Okay, first they have to understand that simply has, have, and had is a meaningful word which means to belong something. Okay, to have a possession of something. Okay, and then we will teach them that they can be used as a past participle. We have done present participle. When you have ing, that's present participle. When you have ed, that's a past participle, where we use them as perfect tense. So now here you can see I had finished. Okay, that's a perfect tense, past perfect. I have finished, that's present perfect.
Okay.
I will, sorry, what happened?
I should have finished.
Yes. Okay. Now has and have can come. So you can teach them I have, we have, you have, they have, he has, she has, it has. But had will be same for all. I'm not able, just a minute, what happened? What happened? Okay, so the next worksheet is irregular past participles. Are you able to see the screen? Because in my
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay, now it is okay. Yes. So simple present and sorry. We have 3 forms of verbs. Eat, ate, eaten. Everyone knows. Eat, ate, eaten. So which is the first form? The infinitive, where we use to. To we have done. So with to, it is always infinitive. First form of the verb. Where do we use second form of the verb? In simple past. And where do we use the third form of the verb? As a past participle. Okay. So swim, swam, swam. Sink, what it will be?
Sank,
Sank.
Sank and
Begin,
sunk.
begin,
began, begun.
drink.
Drank.
Drunk.
Drunk.
Okay. So to TO2, we use infinitive, that is to swim, to ring, to sink. We cannot say to began. We cannot say to begin. It is always first form, to sing, to swim, to ring. Okay. And it is used in simple present. And second form of the verb has the spelling changed, began. Okay. Drank, sang. These are irregular. If it is a regular word, then what will come? Can anybody tell? If it is not an irregular word, but it's a regular word where spelling doesn't change, what will come in simple past?
ED.
ED words. Played, that we have done earlier. Played, jumped. Okay, when you use ED, then it is simple past. So regular, it is ED for both. For simple past also and for past participle also. It's play, played, played. Right? Jump, jumped, jumped. Right? So for regular words, simple past and past participle are same, but for irregular, simple past is different and past participle is different. Okay. So the three forms of verbs which we do: eat, ate, eaten, go, went, gone, come, came, come. Okay. So that is infinitive, simple past, and past participle. Where do we use past participle? In all the three perfect tenses. Okay. We use them in all the three perfect tenses. So this is the verb tense. We have now done simple past, simple present, simple future, past continuous, present continuous, future continuous, past perfect, past perfect, present perfect, and future perfect. Nowadays, we generally don't use shall, we use will for all the pronouns. Okay, so we call this as verb tense, and we ask the children to have this verb tense in the classroom, in their own home, at their home, in their room. It should be visible to the child every time, because tenses play a very, very important role for framing sentences, and the children, we don't want them to get confused. So everyday revision can be done with when they have this verb tense in front of them in their rooms. Okay, whether it's classroom or at their home. Phrase we have already done, so it can be a noun phrase if it has a noun. If it has a verb, we call it as a verb phrase. If it has an adjective, we call it as an adjective phrase. If it has an adverb, it's an adverb phrase. If it has a preposition, we call it as a prepositional phrase. The tiny mouse, which is the noun here?
Mouse.
Mouse.
Was reading, which is the verb here?
Was.
Read.
Reading. Okay. Adjective, very tall.
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 Tall. Only occasionally. Adverb, occasionally.
Occasionally.
And phrase on the table, on. Okay. So now a prepositional phrase can also behave as an adverb or as an adjective. To first understand it in a better way, I would ask you that what is an adverb? Yesterday we discussed that how would you differentiate an adverb and a preposition? What is an adverb? It should be at the end of the sentence, and there should be no object. If there is an object, then it becomes a preposition, right? We gave the example, the cat is sitting down and the cat is sitting down the stairs. The cat is sitting down. Down is what? The cat is sitting down.
Adverb.
Adverb. But when I say the cat is sitting down the stairs, then it is a
Preposition.
Okay. So now here we know that this under is a preposition, right? Why it is a preposition? Because it is connecting subject with the
Subject to the object.
But if I take this whole together, what I will call it? Phrase, because it is more than one word. And because it has a preposition, we call it as a prepositional phrase. Okay. Because there are 4 words. So it's a phrase. And because it has a under, It's a prepositional phrase. And now when we talk about this whole phrase coming at the end, you don't have anything after that. So now it is behaving as an
Prepositional phrase.
adverb. Prepositional phrase is
Adverb.
behaving as an adverb coming at the end of the sentence. And why it is an adverb? What it is telling? When I say under the soft warm edderdown, so what it is telling? I slept peacefully. Where? Where did I sleep? So where
under.
is adverb of place? What is an adverb? What is the role of an adverb? What an adverb does? It tells you about
More
action.
about the
Action.
More
How?
about the action.
Yes, how it is done, where it is done, why it is done, when it is done. That's an adverb. Okay. Now, please mute yourself. Now, in this worksheet is the prepositional phrase in the field telling you about the action, or is it telling you about the naming word? The horses in the field.
Naming word.
Yes, here it is telling you not what action is happening. It's not telling about that, but it is in the field, the horses in the field. So horses are naming word. So the phrase, if it is a phrase having a preposition, can be an adverb also, can be an adjective also, depending what it is telling you about. Is it telling you about the action, or is it telling you about the naming word? If it is telling you about the action, it's an adverb. And if it is telling you about the naming word, then it is an adjective. Okay. The horse is in the field. Now, can you all quickly tell me some prepositional phrase and adjective seeing this screen? Like I can say, the curtains in Victoria's room. So in Victoria's room is a prepositional phrase, but it is telling about what? It is telling you about what?
about the curtains.
About the curtain.
Yes. So that's an adjective. Okay. Can you all quickly tell me anything from the screen here? Looking at each other's
Adjective.
screen.
Adjective.
Yes. Very few of you have kept the cameras on. That's the problem.
The device in the Lawrence bedroom is visible.
Yes. So then it is in the bedroom is a
Bedroom.
place,
Yes.
but it is talking about
The device.
the device. Okay. Yes. What else? What else can you see?
The fan above Shahina ma'am's hair is wall mounted.
Great. So here we are using the phrase to describe the naming word. So here it is behaving as a prepositional phrase. Okay. Now subject and object. Now this is again the sentence wall, but here you will find that there are more than one subject or more than one object. Okay. If it is more than one subject, it is a compound subject like Ron and Jim. Okay. And if it is more than one object, then it is a compound object as in piano and flute. Okay. Molly, Sam, and Alex are again compound subjects because there are more than one subject. And when I say Seth and Anna bought some postcards and stamps, then we have compound subject also, Seth and Anna, and we have compound object also, postcards and stamps. So compound subject means more than one subject, compound object means more than one object. Now, transitive and intransitive verb. If you do not have an object, then it is intransitive verb. So, I have arranged the flowers. Who has arranged? I is the subject. What I have arranged? Flowers is the object. And because there is a subject and because there is an object, it is a transitive verb when you have verb and object. But when I say suddenly the magician vanished, so who vanished? I have an answer. But Vanished what? There is no answer. So that's an intransitive verb. Okay, so you have to quickly type. I will read out the sentence and you have to quickly type whether it is transitive or intransitive. The tiny baby sleeping. Quickly type. You can type T and I. T for transitive, I for intransitive. No, it's not transitive. Sleeping. What sleeping? There is no answer. It is intransitive. Yes. Okay, the next. Soon the autumn leaves will fall. It's again intransitive, not transitive. Will fall what? There is no object. Okay, he rode his bike in the opposite direction. He rode what? He rode his bike. There is an answer. So it's a transitive verb. This orchestra has some superb musician. Transitive. What does it have? Superb musician. There is an answer. A multimillionaire bought the big mansion. Transitive or intransitive? Transitive. Why? Because there is an answer. What he bought? He bought the big mansion. Some horses in the field were galloping. Intransitive. Why you are writing transitive? Galloping what? There is no answer. Intransitive. Yes. The little brown egg had cracked. Rinsi, it is not transitive. Saima, it is not transitive. It is intransitive. Had cracked what? There is no answer. But when I say she cracked the eggs into a bowl, then it is a transitive verb because what she cracked? The eggs. Jennifer won the poetry competition will be transitive because what she won? Poetry competition. The politician answered the questions fully is transitive or intransitive? What they answer questions. Okay. Yes. Now we have phrasal verbs. When you have more than one word and it is a verb, then it's a phrasal verb. What is the meaning of get on? What is the meaning of to leave somewhere or escape something? Is it get on? Is it get away? Is it get over? Or is it get up? Please write your answers in the chat box. To leave somewhere will be what? Which of the option is good? Yes, Saima has written first. Clap for Saima. Okay, to say something loudly. Call out Nazneen. Very good. To take care of someone or something. Nazneen again. Very good. To stop doing something that you usually do. Give up. It was very fast. I could not see. Nazneen again. Okay. To return something to the place that it belongs. Put back. It's now going very fast. Great. Everyone doing well. To make things like television or engine start working. Not turn off. It's turn on. Very good. Yes. It was going very fast. I couldn't read the names, but well done. Clap for yourself, everyone. That means you all are active. So now we have order of adjectives. That means if I have to use more than one adjective in a sentence, what should be the order? Okay, so the order has to be first is determiner, which shows the quantity, and then opinion, and then size, then shape, then condition, then age, then color, then origin, then material, then purpose. So for example, if I have to talk about a bed, all of you have to write a sentence, a bed, and you have to describe the bed with 4 describing words. Okay. For example, if I have to make, I would say the beautiful, huge, round, antique, I'm taking more, wooden bed. So I have followed this sequence. So please write in the chat box. You can take any naming word. I took bed. You can take a pizza. You can take an ice cream. You can take a house. You can take a toy, anything. Okay, Satyakala has written a small white plastic cup. Very good. So, but then, no. Small white. Okay, color is later. It's correct. The big cheesy tasty Okay, but then tasty is an opinion, no? Tasty is an opinion. For you, it is tasty. For me, it might not be. So opinion will come first. Okay, what is an opinion? Which can vary from person to person. Okay, a size cannot vary. If it is large for you, it is large for me also. Okay, the big round circled red pizza. Okay. A small, beautiful, modern wooden bed. Okay. So this is the way how the worksheet is given in Jolly Grammar book. Okay. So how would you do this? Can you answer? The English beautiful old mansion. Can you rewrite, putting the adjectives in a better order? See, we say better order. We cannot say it's wrong, but we say it's a better order. This is the way how it should be. Okay. English will come first. Sirisha. Where should English come? See this. Where should English come? Now, beautiful is again, it can be beautiful for you. It may not be beautiful for me. So that's opinion. Opinion should come first. Nobody has written beautiful first. Opinion should come first. Beautiful is opinion. For me, it is beautiful. This one is correct. The beautiful old English mansion. Because after beautiful will come condition and age, and origin is English. Okay. What about the second one? The some cardboard brown large dented boxes. Can you do this one? Can you do this one? Some cardboard brown large dented boxes. Some is a determiner. Okay, cardboard is material. Brown is color, large is size, dented is condition. So how it should go? Some large, brown, no. Now, color and pattern is coming later. Condition and age is coming first. I'm waiting for the right answer. Some large, dented, brown, cardboard. Yes, very good. Surekha, well done. Okay, so this is the way how you should put the adjectives. Now, adverbs, we have told that there are types of adverbs. If it is telling you when the action happened is time, how many times, or is it never? Then it is a frequency. It is happening again and again. It is happening never. It is happening always. It is happening sometimes. It is happening occasionally. That's frequency. Where is it happening is place. How it is happening, manner, and to what extent. Almost, fully, rather, quite, to, enough, perfectly is degree. Okay, so the adverb of manner. Can you quickly tell me which two words will go for manner? You have 6 words given here. Cleverly, almost, indoors, nearby, calmly, and hardly. Can you write in the chat box? Which 2 words will go for manner? Calmly and cleverly. Okay, which 2 words for degree? Almost and hardly. Very good. Which 2 words for place? Very good. Indoors and nearby. Okay. Well done. It was very fast. Now let's try this. Occasionally. Is it time or frequency? Quickly write T or F. Occasionally. Time. Is it time? No. It's frequency. Yes, Satyakala is correct. Harsha is correct. Dharana is correct. Saima is correct. Yes, occasionally. Because it's a frequency, no? How many times? Recently? Time, only one time. Regularly. Regularly is frequency. Good, Femi. Soon. Time, yes. Now. Now, again, time. Well done. Great. Punctuations, we have done what is a full stop, what's a question mark, what is quotation 6699, what is an apostrophe, what's in comma, hyphen, exclamation, colon, parenthesis, and semicolon. Where do we use colons? Colons are used for, here you can see colons are used when you have a list of things, okay? When you have a list, so you have two choices. So after choices, there are two dots which are colon. Okay. When you have a list of things, this pencil is not working. Why it is not working? I have two choices. So you can see two dots here, and these two dots are colon. So when you have a list, when you introduce a list, apostrophe, hyphen. Now when you have parenthesis is bracket. When you have additional information, that is bracket for additional information. Okay, to be continued, you put dots, which is ellipsis. So parenthesis is additional information. Okay. Now heteronym and homonym. Heteronym means what? When you have same spelling, different pronunciation. Homonym, when you have same pronunciation and same spelling. Okay. So tell me, is it the word bat has same spelling, same pronunciation. So that's why it is homonym. Okay. It is also homograph because homograph means same spelling. Okay. Bat means same, B-A-T, bat and bat. One bat is the toy, one bat is the bird. Okay. Wave, one is to wave goodbye, one wave is the sea wave. So same letters and same sound. So same sound are also called as, we have already done, when you have same sound, what we call? What we call them? Same sound. No, same sound we have done. Homophones. Yes, Victoria. So these are actually homophones and homographs. So when you have a word which is a homophone also and which is a homograph also becomes homonym. So homonym is that word which is homograph and homophone both. If it is homophone also, if it is homograph also, same sound and same spelling, then it is a homonym. Homograph, graph is, homophone, phone means sound. Phone means sound, homo means same. Same sound, homophones. Same spelling, homograph. Both homonym. Okay? Homophone means same spelling, same sound. Homograph means same spelling. Both means homonym. Now, there can be a possibility where you have the same spelling, but sounds are not same. Okay, if sound is same, it is homophone. But what if sound is not same and spelling is same? Then it is heteronym. Okay. So bow and bow, wind and wind. Okay. Can you write example of wind and wind in the chat box? One is wind, another is wind. Can you write sentence? So you will have the same spelling, but different pronunciation and different. The wind is blowing. Let's wind up. Yes. Bow and bow. Can you give a sentence? Bow and bow. So tear, tear, minute and minute, present and present. Okay. Yes. She bowed in front of the audience. Bow. I have a bow. Yes. Okay. So this is all about grammar 5. Homophones, graphs. So homograph has two. Homographs can be divided into two parts. Homo means same. Homo means same. Graph means same spelling. Now, same spelling, we have bat and bat. Same spelling we have in ho. But what is the difference? Here, pronunciation is also same. Here, pronunciations are different. So if it is same pronunciation, it is homonym. And if it is different pronunciation, then it is heteronym. Okay. Grammar days. Okay. Now, what are definite articles and indefinite articles? Countable can be singular or plural both, right? If something you can count, either it will be one or either it will be more than one. If anything you can count, if you are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, then either it is one or it is more than one. If it is one and non-specific, then we use a or an. That means if I'm asking for a pencil, that's non-specific. But when I'm asking for the pencil which I gave you, then it is specific. So the is used for specific and a is used for any. I went to the doctor. That means the means you're talking about someone whom or something about which you already know. If you are talking for the first time, then it is a non-specific. We use a or an. But if we are talking about something or about some person whom we already know or which we already know about, then we use the. If it is uncountable, then it can be non-specific. That means we are talking about it for the first time, or it can be specific. Whenever it is specific, the will come. But if it is non-specific and non-countable, uncountable, for example, you cannot count water. So I drink water. You don't say I drink the water. I drink milk. That's uncountable and non-specific. But when I say I drank the milk which was there in the refrigerator, okay, so then we are using the. So whenever you are using the, that means you are trying to specify something. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, definite and indefinite. So definite article is the, which is clear, exact, obvious. It is used in relation to a particular thing or a person. Though is the definite article, which is used to refer to particular noun, identities. The definite article indicates that the noun is specific. The speaker talks about a particular thing. The cat sat on the couch. You know about that cat. The dog attacked me. I know about that dog. Okay. And indefinite is something which is not clear, not obvious, not exact. It is indefinite because the identity of the thing or person being spoken about is left unclear or indefinite. It indicates that a noun is not someone or something in particular. It can be random. It can be just any. Do you have a pencil? Any pencil would do. I want to have an apple. Any apple will do. Okay. Now, we also use the for oceans, seas, rivers, regions, group of island, the Philippines, name of countries that include a word such as republic or kingdom or states of emirates. We say the sea, the coast, the seaside, the country, the mountains, the hills. For deserts and mountains, for the superlative degrees, the tallest, the highest, the most beautiful, the most handsome. So the is used for superlative degrees. We have done degree of comparison, big, bigger, biggest. So for biggest, it will always be the biggest. Okay. For ordinals, ordinals are when you write FIRST first, SECOND second, third, these are ordinals. The first, the second, because again you are specifying. And for classes of people with adjectives, also like yesterday someone has written in the chat box, I just missed on that. Someone has written the principle, why we are using P capital. So that's a class of people, and that's a specific class of people, and that's why we put capital there, and we also use the in front of them. Okay. Now we do not use any article for lakes, continents, okay, for buildings, but we have we say the Netherlands again because it's a specific group. Okay. Now, here we are giving this action to definite article the, and this action to a or an. Okay, you have to quickly type in the chat box. Let's do this very fast. I have lost dash shoe. What should come? Quickly type in the chat box. I have lost. No, 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 no. If you have lost shoe, you already know about that shoe. It was yours. The shoe, I have lost the shoe. Okay, because it's not that you don't know about it. Okay, it was dash honest mistake. An honest mistake. Dash triplets are 3-year-old. Dash triplets are 3 years old. Triplets are 3-year-old. The Ravi and his friends are in dash kitchen. Again, the dash hotel we are staying in is fabulous. Again, the, because we know about it. No? We are specifying the one which we are staying in is fabulous. Anna is dash best swimmer. Femi, you have written a for what? A will not come. Anna is the best. We have already said that best will come. Superlative will have the. So the best. They have dash interesting dilemma. An interesting. Again, why we are using an interesting? I did not touch on this point or an because we have already done a before the consonant sound and before a vowel sound. So interesting, E is a vowel sound. We are staying in dash fabulous hotel. What will come? Now here Lakshmi, a will come. Why? Because I am telling you for the first time about a hotel. I'm staying in a fabulous hotel. So that's I'm telling for the first time. After that, whenever I'll talk about the hotel, I'll say the hotel. Okay. So first time we are staying in a fabulous hotel. He bought dash new pair of binoculars, a new pair of binoculars, of course. Okay. Did you walk to school? Now, did you walk to school? Again, you are talking about school. So you know about it. So the school is nearby. Dash funniest clown was riding dash unicycle. The funniest clown was riding a uni. Now, can anybody tell me why a unicycle? Why a unicycle? Why a unicycle? Sound, year. When you say uni, year plus u makes u. Unicycle. U is year plus u. So year is a consonant sound. So it is a unicycle and not an unicycle. So you should not look for a, e, I, o, u, but you should hear the sound. If it is a consonant sound, use a. If it is a vowel sound, then you have to use an. Okay. Now, countable means when you can ask how many. Uncountable when you ask how much. You don't say how many coffee. We say how much coffee, how much milk, how much money, how much pasta. Okay. So how much is uncountable and how many is countable. Okay. Mostly you'll see that material or food or liquid, they are always uncountable. This was the game which we have played. So can you write for the first one? We have already played this game. Actions are there and you have to make sentence. The first one is, okay, I'll tell you for the first picture. It's a or an. Then you have an adjective. Then you have a common noun. Then it is a present tense. And then it is an adverb. Can you make a sentence now? The first one. I'm waiting for the sentence. Can you make the sentence? Please type a sentence. First one is a or an, then you have an adjective, then you have common noun, then you have present tense, and then you have adverb. Nobody's making any sentence. Why? No one is making. A brown, yes, a brown bear runs quickly. Very good, Victoria. What about others? Okay, can you make it for the third one? Pink. First picture you can see it's pink in color. Then you have future tense. Then you have green color for preposition. Then you have definite article. And then you have a common noun. Third one. Who can make third one? Please write in the chat box. Sirisha has written a huge ball hits strongly. Okay, that's correct for the first one. Now I'm asking for the third sentence. Now I'm asking for the third sentence. Be fast. Why it is taking so much of time? See why he will come, Satya. You can see the action is this. This is the action. So why he? Rest is correct, but the boy is pointing towards himself. So it will be I. I will sit on the chair is the correct sentence. Let's do the last one now. Very good. Let's do the last one. You have a proper noun. Okay. And then you have conjunction. Purple color. Again, you have a proper noun. So two proper nouns. And then you have present tense. And then you have an adverb. I'm giving you the part of speech also. Proper noun, conjunction, proper noun, present tense, adverb. Make a sentence. Make a sentence. Sam and Priya are going quickly. Sam and John, Sam and Tom are going to play. Who is this Sam? Everyone is writing Sam. Is he the favorite student of you all? Zia and Rani are playing toy. Good. Okay. So this can be very interesting when you do it with children. Victoria and Satya are going fast. Okay. There's no word fastly. It's fast. Okay. Now we come to the objects which are direct and indirect. Now direct object means I gave you something. That thing is a direct object. Okay. I gave something. Whatever I give is a direct object. To whom I am giving is the indirect object. I gave you a pen. So pen is something which I have given. That's a direct object. But I have given the pen to whom? I have given the pen to you. So you is the indirect object. Okay. So direct and indirect, they baked a lovely cake for Meg. They baked what? A lovely cake. So a lovely cake is the direct object for Meg. So Meg is the indirect object. Okay. Uncle Jim got a new tricycle. What Uncle Jim got is a new tricycle. For his son is indirect. Now, actually, the child has to rewrite these sentences. Okay. So how do you rewrite this sentence? How do you rewrite this? They baked Meg. Okay, they baked Meg a cake. Uncle Jim got his son a new tricycle. The local farm sells villagers fresh milk and eggs. Okay. Now here you can see what is direct object. The little girl sang her granny a song. Direct object will be the little girl sang her granny a song. Direct object is song. Indirect object is granny. Yes. Aunt Jill made us some sandwiches. What is the direct object? Aunt Jill made us some sandwiches is the direct object. Indirect object will be us. Yes. So direct is what, indirect is to whom. Okay. For whom or to whom. Now linking verb is am, are, was, were, has, have, all these are linking verbs. So they are being is linking. Sealing was is linking, were is linking, had been is linking. Okay, the flowers in the garden. Now here, the flowers in the garden is linked with sweet, but now we don't have is, am, are, was, were. Instead of that, we have a verb. Which verb will be used? The flowers in the garden dash sweet. Which verb will link here? So other verbs can be linking verbs. A verb can be a linking verb. Read the sentence and decide which linking verb. Smells, yes. So we can have sometimes a verb as a linking verb too. The rabbit's fur dash soft and silky. Feel. This evening you dash tired. Look. Her voice sounds. The sandwiches taste. Okay. Then we have relative clause. If you see, I had told you this, I think in the today itself, or yes, in yesterday's session, I have told that relative clause means relative pronouns. These are relative pronouns. When you use them to connect two clauses, then it is called a relative clause. Means a relative pronoun, if it is connecting two clauses, then the relative pronoun is called a relative clause. Okay. The clause which is having that relative pronoun, that complete becomes relative clause. When you have a clause starting with who, starting with which, starting with that, starting with where, starting with when, starting with whose, then the whole clause is now called relative clause because it has a relative pronoun. These are relative pronouns. Okay. So such a sentence will be a complex sentence. Okay. The doctor whom I saw, the tripod that he bought, my niece whose. So now here you see that the clause is depending. We have done fanboys, we have done coordinating conjunctions where they were independent. But here it doesn't make sense unless you have this clause with some other clause. Then only it makes sense. If I just say the doctor whom I saw, what? It's not making a complete sense. There has to be one more clause added to give it the complete meaning, right? So the day on which the triplets were born, you need an extra information. It's not complete. So there is no capital, there's no full stop. The ancient city in which the treasure was found, you don't know. Okay. You don't have the complete information. You need to add more. Okay. So when, where, why. Okay. Now here you can see we saw the woman who owns a blue bicycle in the park. So who owns a blue bicycle doesn't make sense unless it is attached with we saw the woman. Then it gives a complete meaning. Now, who owns a blue bicycle in the park? Is it a very important information or is it an extra information? Write in the chat box, is it important or extra? Extra information or important information? Because I am only talking, no, Deepak, it's not extra. It's important. I am talking about that particular woman who has a blue bicycle. That's the condition. That's the condition. So if it's the only condition, that means it's important information. In that case, it's a defining clause. But when I say my dad especially likes roses, who loves gardening? Now, if I say my dad especially likes roses is enough. Now, he also loves gardening. That's an additional information. So that is non-defining. So if it is essential information, it is a defining clause. If it is an extra information, it is a non-defining clause. So relative clause having who, which, whose, that, where, whom can be defining if the information is important, can be non-defining if the information is just an extra information. Okay. We have done colons. We have not done semicolons. Where do we use semicolons? Instead of using fanboys, I can replace fanboys with a semicolon. So she arrived early, but her friends were late. So I can simply remove this but, and instead of this, I can use this semicolon. She arrived early, semicolon, her friends were late. Tom weighed the sugar, semicolon, I can replace this and with this semicolon. Sue beat the eggs. It was a costume party. I can remove this semicolon. I went as a Roman centurion. So semicolon is used in place of fanboys, where you have both the clauses independent. Now, she arrived early makes sense. Her friends were late makes sense. So that's why we can remove the joining word and we can use the semicolon there. Okay. Colons we have already used, like at the zoo I saw, and then colon, and then we have a list of, whenever you have a list of things, list of places, list of person, then you use colon. I saw, colon, 2 dots, and then the list. There's an important reason to eat broccoli. Now, what if there are reasons, or if you have that, then you put 2 dots. Okay. Alex can play several instruments, including, now you have a list, so you put 2 dots. That's a list of instruments which Alex can play. Okay, now these all are subordinating conjunctions. So they are not fanboys. Why they are not fanboys? Because they are not coordinating. Why they are not coordinating conjunctions? Because both clauses are not independent. One of the clause is main, but one clause depends on the main clause. Like here, if I say because they offered to help, doesn't make sense. When I say, I thanked my friends because they offered to help. So I thank my friends is the main sentence, main clause. Because they offered to help is the subordinating clause having subordinating conjunctions. So what are subordinating conjunctions? Because, whereas, while, although, whether, unless, until, when, once, if. So they are incomplete. They are dependent on the main clause. Independently, they do not have the meaningful complete meaning. So they are dependent on the main clause. And that's why we call them subordinating conjunctions. So here you can see there will be a main clause. Okay, you will have a main clause and you will have a subordinating clause, and both will together make a complex sentence. So Ted drank some fruit juice is the main clause. It is not depending on anyone. It is standing independent. But after he finished his toast doesn't make sense unless you attach it with the main clause. So that is subordinating clause. Now both the clauses together make the complex sentence. So you have a main clause, you have a subordinate clause, and that makes a complex sentence. If your subordinate clause comes first, like here, and main clause is used after the subordinate, then you need to put a comma to make it a complex sentence. If you have main clause, then you don't put comma. But if you start with a subordinate clause, you have to use a comma. Okay. So can you reframe the sentence? Ted drank some fruit juice after he finished his toast, as the second option, where you have subordinate clause first. How will you write that? After Sam finished his toast, comma, he drank some fruit juice. Okay. Then we have active and passive. So active sentences, subject, verb, object. Passive, object, and then verb, and then subject. Okay. So we have by, like I eat apple, apple is eaten by me. Okay. Reporters write news reports. News reports are written by reporters. Normally, we do not use passive sentences. We only use passive sentences. We do not have the subject. Like I don't say the shop is closed by the shopkeeper. I will say the shop is closed. You don't need to tell that the shopkeeper will close the shop. It's obviously that the shopkeeper will only close. In that case, only we use passive. The shop is closed. Medicines are given, exams are taken, news is published, patients are treated, gifts are distributed, Diwali is celebrated, meeting is organized, meeting is held. When you don't need the subject, then only you use passive. Otherwise, in daily life, we use active sentences. Mostly, you'll find news headlines are written in passive form. Okay. So this is, if the yacht was sailed by the crew, is active or passive? Quickly write A or P. P, yes. Okay, so this is the worksheet. Simply they have to write A, active or passive. Okay. Now, what are gerunds? We have talked about present participle, ing, where we have used present participle as an adjective, the collapsing chair, the devastating or the shining star. Ing having a naming word, so we have done present participle as an adjective. Okay, the melting ice cream. Okay. Now, if you have it as a noun itself, wahan pe we were using it as a word describing the naming word. What if it is not describing, but it itself is a naming word? If it is not describing a naming word, but it itself is a naming word, then that naming word which has ing is called a gerund. That a noun having ing is a gerund. So when you have a verb and ing and they behave as a noun, then it's a gerund. How? All the hobbies, all the activities, like they do weightlifting. My new hobby is building. Okay, will start. Singing. Okay, when you have ing with a verb used as a noun, as a subject or as an object, they do what? Object. Building will start. What will start? Building, subject. So either it is subject or it is object. Okay. My new hobby is what? Canoeing. Okay. What is Anna's greatest talent? Singing, object. Jim's constant hiccuping annoyed me. What annoyed you? Hiccuping. So that's subject. We heard what? The neighing of the horses. So object. So when you have subject having ing or when you have object having ing, that is a noun. Object and subject are always noun or pronoun. Okay, pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, they. So subject can be a noun or a pronoun. Object can be a noun or a pronoun. So if it is a subject or if it is an object, it is a noun. If it is a noun with ing, it's a gerund. Okay. Idioms, they do not mean what they say. Hit the hay, you don't have to hit the hay. It means go to bed. Tie the knot, you don't have to tie the knot. It means to get married. So idioms have special meanings hidden. So these are the idioms. The children will have to learn them. Okay. Now, what are modal verbs? What is can? Okay, we all know what is the meaning of can. So write an example. Just type example, sentence, can. Can. I can swim. Could means a past ability. Can you write a sentence? Could. Could is used as a past ability, an ability which was there in the past. I could swim when I was young. Or yes, it is used as a polite request. Could you please give me the pen? Must. Must. Necessary. Okay, I must. Have to and must are same. Should is opinion, a suggestion. Okay, would. What is the difference between would, will, shall? Would is your intention is to do that. Will is you are sure. Shall is it's sure, likely to happen. Okay. Now, just type A or B. Okay, I am reading out the sentence. You have to type A or B. You could draw. A or B. You could draw. Suggest. She can speak. A or B. She can speak. A or B. B. She's able to. Okay, he must polish. A or B. A. You should go. A or B. You should go to the doctor. B. Yes, Saima. We shall find the treasure. We are sure or we are likely to. B. I would make. Would make. What it will be? Would make. Intend. You may leave. You're allowed or you're required. You're allowed. I will have. Now will is sure. Okay, I am going to have. A. They might see. Might will be possible. Okay, it's not certain, it's possible. B. Yes. Now, what are modal adverbs? When you have adverbs showing some kind of certainty or uncertainty. Okay, modal verbs means they are coming before verb. They are coming before verb. And she can speak. He must polish. Modal verb are coming before the verb. Now, if there is a word which is telling about the verb is an adverb, right? We have done adverbs telling about the action which is happening. Now, if it is telling, if it is coming after the verb, telling about how it is happening, where it is happening, when it is happening, why it is happening, then it is an adverb. Now, that adverb, if it is telling you, it might happen, it might not happen, there's some certainty, there's no certainty, then it becomes a modal adverb. So absolutely, certainly, seriously, obviously, clearly, they are showing some kind of certainty or uncertainty, definitely, possibly, then it is modal adverb. Okay, the flavor of the soup could, now it depends on the situation, anything can be used. Apparently, certainly, surely, clearly, definitely, it depends, right? It depends. Beth can play the guitar and accordion. You must get some medicine for that. So you must. Now here you cannot use. Now, if you read the instructions, it is written, identify the modal verbs below and then rewrite the sentence twice using a different adverb each time. How does the meaning change? Do the adverbs work in some sentences, but not in others? Okay, so you must get some medicine. We cannot use a modal adverb, okay, because it is must. That's the condition. Okay, Bet can play. You can make two sentences. Bet can possibly play. Bet can probably play. Bet can definitely play. But Bet can certainly play. Bet can surely play. Okay, but you must get. So here you cannot have the modal adverb because there is no ifs and buts. Must means no ifs and buts, right? Then we have imperatives, means command. When you order, okay, when you order, you do not use subject. Like most of the times, as a teacher or as a parent, as a mother, the sentence which I speak to my kids my students are imperative, because you don't say you sit down, you stand up, you go out, you come in, you open the book, you do this. We say open the book, read, be quiet. Yes. Okay. One sentence from every teacher. Your favorite line to your students. Be quiet. And what's your favorite sentence as a teacher? Can you type? Be attentive, be happy, be polite, be active. What is your favorite sentence which you often use? Be confident. Okay. Be vigilant. Yes. So we don't say you be vigilant. We say be vigilant, be ready. Yes. Be active. When you use you did a lovely work, that's not imperative because you are using the subject you. Be polite, be active, be kind. Yes. So as a teacher, as a mother, be strong, we use these sentences. So here they can play the roll and dice game, and they can hear the sentences which are written: throw, miss, go forward, return to, go back. So all these are actually what? They are imperative sentences, commands, and order. So basically in sentences, we have declarative sentence, which is a normal sentence. It can be positive, affirmative, or negative. I swim is a positive or affirmative declarative sentence. I don't swim is a negative sentence, declarative. Okay. Then we have questions, interrogative. Then we have imperative sentences. And then we have exclamatory sentences where we use exclamatory mark. Okay, to show strong emotions. Formal and informal writing. Now we don't use this format. So this is something we can just cut off from Jolly Grammar book, because now we don't have this kind of format. Nowadays, we don't write formal and informal writing. It's more of email writing, and it's all together, all in the left-hand side, not in the right side. Okay. Okay. Now, I think we did this yesterday. To describe myself with a word starting with the same letter: shy, Shweta. Okay, honest, Harshi. Okay, smart, Satya. So these were what? They were figure of speech, which we call as alliterations. These are alliterations. So mustard, mango, mayonnaise, munch, blueberry, butter, bacon bites, peppermint, pickle, pinwheel, cabbage, cricket, crunch, strawberry, salsa, swirl. These are what? They are alliteration, figure of speech, which is used in most of the tongue twisters. So the children will enjoy this. They will write the first name of their letter and frame a sentence and decorate it. Then they'll think of as many words they can begin with the same letter and write them below to finally write a sentence using as many words as possible. And then we have given them words like fashionable. Now they have to, okay, all of you try to make a silly sentence having many words starting with F using this fashionable. Make a silly sentence where you use more than where you use many words starting with letter F and having fashionable also there. Can you type in the chat box? The way you have seen here. So can you make it for fashionable? Let's take the first example, a silly sentence if you can make. I found funny fashionable fish. Okay, Femi is also starting with F. Okay, so Femi found fashionable funny fish. Femi fought for fashionable dress, fancy fashionable fur. Okay. Okay, let's take treasure, and you can take the name of anyone having the starting letter as T. Treasure. 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 The fashionable farmers flaunt her floral frock. Okay. I'm asking about treasure. Can you make some silly sentence having T in your sentence? The first letter as T. With someone's name here in the class with T. Taranji treasures her tree house. Very good. So these are alliterations. You can have these. Kiara kicked kangaroos kindly. Dominic dances downtown daily. Zoe zips zebra zippers. Nathan jumps and juggles jellyfish. Tommy talks to tall tigers. Okay, so these are a treasure tent is in the temple. Good. So this is all about Jolly Grammar 6, and we have finished all the 6 levels of Jolly Grammar. I would just quickly show the alphabetic code. I am not sure whether I have shown that. I'll be sharing it also with you all. How the alphabetic code is progressed. We have done Jolly Grammar till now, level 1 to level 6, the grammar part which we have done. Now we are talking about the spelling part. Schwa we have done, syllables we have done. So we have covered most of the things in our phonics session, how to syllabicate a word, why we are syllabicating, how we are syllabicating. If it is an open-ended, we do not close it with a consonant, and it's a long sound. Just a minute. Somebody is on the door, at the door. So this is how we take the alphabetic code from phonics to Jolly Grammar, level 1 to level 6. So the the sound of letter S we have done in Jolly Phonics 1 with letter S. Then in phonics, advanced phonics, we have learned soft C and soft G rule, where C can also give sound. And then later on, as we progress, as the child progresses, he will learn the different alphabetic codes for the sound S. It can come from CE where E is silent. It can come from SE where E is silent. Okay, it can come from ST where T is silent. It can come from PS where P is silent. So this is how the child learns the alphabetic code in a sequence. This is the sequence of English alphabetic code. Okay. Now T, the letter T makes T, but here we are seeing ED is also making T. It's not hopped, but it's hopped. Whenever you have a unvoiced, okay, unvoiced sound and then ED, it makes T. Okay, det, B is silent, waste, E is silent, cassette, double T is giving T, and time, TH, H is silent. So this I will be sharing with you all. And when you have Jolly Grammar books with you, you will have these alphabetic codes progressing gradually when you move from grammar 1 to grammar 6. Okay, like N sound, we can have from KN, we can have from GN, we can have from PN, we can have from NE. So this is the entire alphabetic code. K sound, we have done from C, we have done from K, we have done from CK. Then the children will learn CH. These are foreign words, okay, borrowed words. Okay, conquer, QU is giving K sound. So this is the entire list. A sound can come from so many combinations. So these all are called alphabetic code alternative spellings for A sound. Okay. And this is going to come in Jolly Grammar books gradually. And if you do not have the book, you can have this chart and you can take one by one. But this is what you need to finish till grade 6. Till when the child finishes grade 6, he should know all of these alphabetic codes, all of these alternative spelling. So here you can see that green is phonics, pink is for advanced phonics, and white is Jolly Grammar. I'll be sharing this PDF. Today we have used 3 PPTs. I'll share all those and I'll also share this one. And with this, we are finishing our 2 days grammar workshop. And I would love to hear your feedbacks. Please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, will you please repeat how to teach A and an?
Yes, is used for vowel sound and not the consonant sound and not the consonant letter. And is used for the vowel sound and not the vowel letter. You don't have to see A, E, I, O, U, but you have to hear which sound is coming. If it is a vowel sound, an. If it is a consonant sound, a. Okay.
Any activities in Jolly Phonics book? Grammar book?
For
For-
articles,
Yeah.
yes, you can. And we can also do many activities. Like, for example, I can ask you all to show me something which has an. Can you quickly show? Hold something in your hand which has an.
And inner. And
You get anything.
mm,
Satya is having an earring.
earring.
Okay, so you can have
No,
many things.
A sound.
Anyone else? Nobody has an apple. Nobody has an orange. Go and get. Nobody has an ink bottle. Yes, Lakshmi has an orange. Lorraine has what? What's that? Apple? Okay. Victoria also got. So you can play many games for articles. Okay. Now can you show for a? You can show anything for a table, a pen, copy, a pencil. Okay. Yes. Any other doubt?
And what is the color code for that?
For articles, as such, we don't have any color. But if you see, articles are actually, again, adjectives. So you can have blue color because you have seen the order of adjectives, and the determiner. You know, determiners come first. So that's order of adjective. Okay. Yes. Any other question? So please say something about the workshop.